right, Ardy, I tell everybody this when I speak, it's my favorite question of all time. Influencers, sometimes they're in a minute, sometimes they're over a lifetime. You know, you mentioned grandparents and your dad and your family before when we were talking, and I like to talk about my grandfather. I think was my first major influencer. He was from my grandmother, my mom, my aunt were from Kyiv, and they went to Canada. When I was about 5, he used to take me for walks in the park. And one day I said to him, I called him Zeta, how do you know all these people you talk to? And he looked at me and says, well, one day I actually smiled at this guy, and he came over, and then he smiled back to me. We started talking, and another person saw us smiling and laughing and came over too and talked to us also. And we became friends and on and on. And 5-year-old, I'm saying, well, that's pretty easy. You just smile at people. And then I learned even more and more how brilliantly simple and effective that was to just do that and more. So that was my first major influencer. And I want to ask you, like, you probably have a lot, like we've all had, but who are 2, 3 people that you want to share that have been influential in your life?
Yeah, I think there's probably definitely phases, just like you and everyone else. It's really hard to pinpoint one, but naturally, I think everyone would probably pick if they came from an amazing family. I'm very blessed to come from just an incredible family. It would definitely be my dad. My dad influenced me at a young age to work hard, never give up, and also do good. He instilled doing good in me and my brother. Like, that was the most important thing. He never said, go become this or become that, but he said, whatever you do decide to do with your life, you better be the best of it. Be the best carpenter you can be. Be the best physician you can be. Be the best server you can be. Be the best, whatever you're going to be. And so,
Sure.
that put a lot of pressure on us when we were younger. I also saw how hard it was to try to survive in the United States, right? And just put food on the table because that's what my parents had to do.
Mhm.
And that in itself had a huge influence on me, I think. And then, as I got older and started making my own connections, I would say one of my first um, mentors and bosses in the industry was an influencer. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 years ago in COVID time when he was 60 years old.
Mm.
But he was amazing because he taught me teamwork plus communication equals success. And, he was an ex Navy SEAL, and he had this amazing drive that resonated with my drive. And so it made my drive even better and bigger. And I just learned different ways within the corporate world, where his trainings, both from the military side to the corporate world on leadership, had a big impact and influence on me. And then I would say, the third phase has been my team. My team has been an incredible influence on me. I've learned so much from my chief business officer and co-founder. I've learned so much from my chief technology officer and co-founder. And when you put together a team that sticks with you for 9 years with something so hard that we're working on, you better learn something from them, right? Because you don't know everything. And that's why
Right.
you hire the best team and you hire people that are smarter than you so that you can, work on the vision.
No, that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing it. It kind of relates to what we had talked about before that um, basically we talked about the league and the team. Teams win championships, not one guy. And you can't have 5 goalies and win a game type of thing. You need that
Absolutely. Yeah.
that thing. So thanks for sharing that. Really important.
Yeah.